A diverse group of guests, drawn by an enigmatic invitation, arrive at the secluded, high-tech estate of Victor Ravencroft, unaware that the luxurious retreat conceals a sinister purpose and a host with an insatiable hunger. A thick, swirling fog blankets everything. The only sound is the distant, mournful call of a raven. A long, winding driveway, barely visible through the mist, leads to a grand, ornate gate. The gate, made of dark, wrought iron, is adorned with intricate, almost gothic, raven motifs. A sleek, black luxury sedan emerges from the fog, its headlights cutting through the gloom. It pauses at the gate. A hidden camera, disguised as a gargoyle's eye on a nearby stone pillar, silently whirs, scanning the vehicle. The gate slowly, silently swings open. The sedan proceeds. Look, I told you, I'm offline for the week. No, the signal's already dying. It's some tech detox retreat. Yeah, that exclusive. Just forward my calls to Mom. Ugh, this place is so remote. Is there even a decent cell signal for my stories? And what kind of wellness retreat sends you an actual wax-sealed invitation? So basic. It's Ravencroft. My father says it's the most cutting-edge neuroscience facility disguised as a resort. He wants me to network with the VIPs, probably some tech billionaire trying to live forever. The sedan breaks through the last veil of fog, revealing the imposing twin mansions. North and south wings, mirroring each other, rise 4 stories high, built from dark stone with gothic spires. Carved gargoyles perch ominously on ledges. A central glass-roofed corridor links the two. The car pulls up to the grand entrance. A liveried bellhop, Jonah, nervous but trying to appear professional, rushes forward to open the door. Welcome to Ravencroft Estate, Mr. Davenport, Miss Winslow. We've been expecting you. My name is Arthur. So this is it? Looks like a fancy hospital. Where's the beach? Tricks, please. It's minimalist and exclusive. Minimalist, perhaps, but designed for maximal comfort and enlightenment. The AI Concierge Core has already registered your biometrics. Your preferences are being calibrated. A rugged, burly man, Bryn Axes Calloway, enters carrying a worn duffel bag, looking out of place as he surveys the opulent lobby with wary eyes. His gaze lingers on the gargoyles. Max Muscle Monroe, enormous and dressed in a tight tracksuit, strides in. He spots a reflective surface and checks his bicep, muttering to himself about gains and hoping for a gym and lots of protein. Yuki Tanaka, sharp and observant, enters with an elegant carry-on. She takes in every detail of the atrium, analyzing the neural pattern mosaics and the subtle shifts of the light orbs. A group of 12 pedestrians, dressed in smart casual attire and from various backgrounds, follow. They chatter excitedly, clearly vacationers looking for a unique experience, oblivious to the subtle strangeness. Arthur greets each guest with practiced politeness. The light orbs react subtly, shifting colors to influence each guest's mood. Red for Max, blue for Bryn, green for Yuki. Max makes a beeline for the food. Bryn hangs back, observing. Yuki nods politely to Arthur, then scans the room, her gaze lingering on the ceiling moldings and floor grates. Biometrics confirmed. Neural signatures initiating baseline calibration. Emotional profiles. Davenport, arrogance, entitlement. Winslow, vanity, possessiveness. Calloway, guarded, resilient. Monroe, simple, compliant. Tanaka, observant, analytical. The pedestrians, eager, suggestible, all within expected parameters. Excellent, Dr. Trent. Begin the initial phase of emotional modulation. Gentle persuasion for now. We want them comfortable, compliant. Initializing mood enhancement protocols. Scent emitters activating, light spectrums adjusting, subliminal auditory frequencies commencing. Optimal guest experience guaranteed. Jonah, the bellhop, is struggling with Max Monroe's oversized luggage. Celeste, the chambermaid, helps direct guests. Jonah says, This is quite a bag, sir. Max, with his mouth full, replies, Gotta have my workout gear, bro. You never know when you need to get swole. Celeste glances at Arthur, who gives her a subtle, almost imperceptible nod. She then approaches Yuki. Celeste says, Miss Tanaka, your room is ready. Room 13. Yuki's eyebrows raise slightly. Yuki says, Room 13? Interesting. Celeste responds, It's one of our most unique suites. Long banquet tables are set under vaulted ceilings. Automated kitchen robots glide silently, preparing and serving gourmet meals. The air is filled with the aroma of freshly baked bread and exotic spices. Charles and Trix are seated at a table, already complaining. Charles, this isn't a mimosa. It's some kind of green sludge. And these croissants are too airy. I like my carbs dense. Max, meanwhile, is devouring everything in sight. Bryn eats slowly, observing the robots, the subtle hum in the air. He notices a service corridor with a biometric lock, partially ajar, revealing a glimpse of a lab-like area. He quickly looks away as Arthur passes. Yuki enters her assigned room. It's a lavish suite, but with an unsettlingly pristine, almost sterile feel. The walls are a calming gray, the furniture minimalist but expensive. A large, smart screen TV dominates one wall. She walks to the window, which overlooks dense evergreens. The fog outside is beginning to dissipate. She opens the closet. Inside, instead of her luggage, are a selection of impeccably tailored tuxedos and elegant evening gowns. She picks up a black silk dress, feeling the fabric. Formal wear, this is a wellness retreat. She notices a faint, almost imperceptible hum coming from the walls. She presses her ear against it. She then pulls out a small, almost invisible device from her pocket and runs it along the wall. It beeps softly. Thermal and EEG wave trackers. Everywhere. Ugh, this dress is so not my color. Don't they have a stylist? Just pick one, Trix. We have dinner tonight. My father said Ravencroft hosts these networking dinners where everyone wears something supplied by the house. It's supposed to be part of the immersive experience. What the hell? These windows don't open? Bryn stands in his room, looking out the sealed window at the dense evergreens. He tries his phone. No signal. He frowns. He opens his closet. A perfectly fitted tuxedo hangs there. He scoffs. Tuxedo? I thought this was a fishing trip. He pulls out a small, well-worn axe from his duffel bag, checking its blade. He hides it under the bed. No weights, no squat rack. This is bullcrap. Another one. That's 5 and 6 months. All tourists, all heading towards that damn estate. Ravencroft? Come on, Simone. That place is impenetrable. Private helipad, no unregistered arrivals. Rich folks go there for their fancy retreats, then they leave. But they don't leave. Not all of them. No cell signals, no witnesses, just gone. And those weird invitations, wax-sealed, no return address. I've been digging. Victor Ravencroft, reclusive billionaire, inherited the estate, rumors of some cutting-edge AI research, but no public records, no interviews. It's like he doesn't exist outside that property. Maybe he just likes his privacy, or he has something to hide. I'm going out there. I'm not waiting for another missing persons report. Dr. Trent, explain. Miss Tanaka's neural activity shows heightened critical thinking, resistance to basic emotional modulation. Subject Tanaka exhibits unusual cognitive resilience. Her baseline suggests a background in tactical analysis or martial arts. Countermeasures initiated, increased neural stim agent dosage in her allocated meals. Subliminal auditory frequencies adjusted to induce compliance and reduce vigilance. Good, she will be a challenge, and challenges are always more satisfying. And Mr. Calloway? His primitive strength, his raw vitality, intriguing. Subject Calloway's neural profile is stable, but his emotional state is one of deep-seated caution. Minimal response to current modulation, suggesting isolation protocols to enhance suggestibility. Patience, Dr. Trent. They will all come to us in time. Celeste is in her small Spartan dormitory. She holds a small encrypted data drive in her hand. She glances at the one-way mirror on her wall, knowing she's being watched. She quickly shoves the drive into a soundproof locker. Jonah enters, looking pale. Did you see the new guests? The big guy, Max, he just keeps eating. And the rich kids, they're already complaining. They always do. Don't worry about them. Just do your job. I hate this, Celeste, the way they look at us, the way Arthur looks at us. What happens if we don't? We follow the rules. We do what we're told. You know what they'll do if we don't. To our families. Jonah shudders. He glances at the locker. I don't understand why we can't just leave. Because we're trapped, Jonah. Just like everyone else here. Cole Ravenshade moves silently through the dense evergreens surrounding the estate, carrying a long, silver-tipped hunting rifle. His eyes scan the ground for tracks, and he occasionally sniffs the air. He finds a faint, almost imperceptible scent. He stops at the edge of the property line, looking through a gap in the trees at the twin mansions. He pulls out a pair of binoculars and surveys the Gothic spires, the gargoyles. He notices the subtle gleam of lenses in their eyes. So, it is you, Ravencroft, after all these years. He pulls out a satellite phone. It struggles for a signal. He curses under his breath. He spots the private helipad. No helicopter. He sees the winding driveway. No easy way in or out. He melts back into the shadows of the forest, his movements fluid and unnervingly quiet. The East Ballroom is bathed in soft, inviting light from massive chandeliers. The mirrored walls reflect the elegant guests. The chandeliers subtly shift color, from warm gold to soft rose, influencing the mood. All the guests are dressed in the supplied tuxedos and gowns. Charles, looking surprisingly sophisticated in his tuxedo, is trying to impress a peer with exaggerated stories. Trix, in a stunning red gown, is taking selfies. Max, in a perfectly fitted tuxedo that strains at the seams over his muscles, is still eating, this time from a lavish buffet. Bryn, uncomfortable in his tuxedo, stands by himself, nursing a drink, watching the other guests. He feels a subtle shift in the air, a sense of heightened well-being, almost euphoria, washing over the room. He resists it, focusing on the details, the subtle hum, the way the light changes. Yuki, in a sleek black dress, is observing the room with quiet intensity. She notices the subtle shifts in the chandeliers. She sees Arthur moving through the crowd, a faint, almost imperceptible smile on his face. She watches Celeste and Jonah serving drinks, their eyes darting nervously. Welcome, esteemed guests. I trust your journey was enlightening. Tonight, we celebrate the convergence of mind and spirit, of innovation and rejuvenation. Please enjoy the evening. We have much to discuss, much to discover, about ourselves, about the future. Emotional modulation at optimal levels. Guest compliance at 92%. Subject Tanaka remains at 78%, subject Calloway 85%. All other subjects are highly suggestible. Excellent. Let the games begin. Victor circulates, engaging guests in conversation. He approaches Charles and Trix. Mr. Davenport, Miss Winslow, a pleasure to finally meet you. Your father spoke highly of your potential. Yes, well, I'm always at the cutting edge. This place is something else, very exclusive. So, what exactly is this place? Is it a spa, a cult? Victor chuckles, a low melodic sound. Think of it as an evolution, a sanctuary for the mind, where technology unlocks your true capabilities, and perhaps your deepest desires. He moves on. Trix shivers, despite herself. Victor then approaches Bryn. Mr. Calloway, a man of the earth, I presume? Your aura is refreshingly grounded. Just a lumberjack, sir. Got an invite. Thought it was for some kind of outdoor retreat. And so it is. The wilderness of the mind. Raw. Untamed. Just like you. I sense a deep well of strength within you, Mr. Calloway. A formidable spirit. Bryn feels a strange prickle on his neck. He feels exposed, as if Victor is seeing right through him. Victor's gaze then falls on Yuki. He approaches her, his smile widening slightly. Victor, Miss Tanaka, you possess a remarkable stillness, an inner focus. Tell me, what drew you to Ravencroft? Her eyes meeting his, unwavering. Curiosity, and a desire to understand what truly lies beneath the surface. Victor's smile doesn't falter, but a subtle tension enters the air between them. Victor, indeed. The surface can be deceptive, but the depths reveal all. Enjoy the rest of your evening, Miss Tanaka. I have a feeling we will have much to discuss. He turns, his gaze sweeping over the room, a possessive glint in his eyes. He is the spider in the center of his web. This is it. No turning back now. Through the grate, Simone sees a sterile, brightly lit vault. Cryogenic units hum, storing what look like blood samples. Automated sequencers feed data into a glowing screen. On the screen, she sees a series of complex genetic sequences. And then a name. Charles Davenport, Trix Winslow, Max Monroe, Yuki Tanaka. The names of the guests, their genetic profiles are being analyzed. She sees a file labeled Bryn Calloway High Vitality, and then a chilling sight. A series of genetic samples labeled Missing Persons, John Doe. A sudden sound makes her jump back. Footsteps. She quickly backs away, extinguishing her light, pressing herself against the cold metal pipes. The party is in full swing. The guests are laughing, dancing, seemingly oblivious to the subtle manipulation. The AI Concierge Corps has done its job. Victor is at the center of a group, regaling them with stories. He glances at the large clock on the wall. Almost midnight. He catches Arthur's eye. Arthur gives a subtle nod. The chandeliers begin to shift, turning a deeper, richer red. The music subtly changes, becoming more primal, more insistent. A wave of intense thirst washes over Victor. His eyes, for a fleeting moment, glow with a predatory red. He quickly masks it, but Yuki, watching him intently, sees it. She feels a sudden, sharp pain in her head, like a needle pricking her brain. The neural stim agents are being ramped up. She fights through it, clenching her jaw. Bryn, too, feels the shift. He grips his glass, his knuckles white. The the primal part of his brain is screaming danger. Max, however, is laughing, swaying to the music, completely under the spell. Charles and Trix are engaged in a passionate kiss, lost in the moment. Victor's gaze sweeps over his guests, his smile widening, revealing a hint of something sharp and inhuman. The night is young, my friends, and the true revelations are yet to come. He takes a step towards the nearest guest, a pedestrian, his eyes locked on their neck. The guest smiles, completely unaware. Simone hears the footsteps receding. She slowly, cautiously moves back to the grate. The vault is empty, but on the floor she sees something glinting, a discarded name tag. It reads, Celeste, Chambermaid. She picks it up, her mind racing. The servants, blackmail, complicity. A new sound reaches her ears, faint but distinct, traveling through the conduits. The distant, primal music from the ballroom, and a subtle, high-pitched hum. Suddenly, a section of the wall beside her slides open, revealing a secret passageway. Looking for an exit or an entrance? Simone spins around, her heart pounding. Cole Ravenshade stands there, emerging from the darkness, his eyes glinting in the faint light. He looks dangerous. Who are you? How did you get in here? Let's just say I've been tracking this place for a very long time, and I think we both know what's really going on here. He gestures towards the ballroom. Tonight, the hunt begins. Victor is now standing very close to the pedestrian. The guest's eyes are glazed over, a look of blissful compliance on their face. Victor leans in, his fangs subtly elongating. Suddenly, Yuki shouts, "Stop!" The AI system registers her elevated neural activity. The light orbs in the atrium flash an angry red. The chandeliers flicker erratically. Victor turns, his eyes blazing, a snarl twisting his features. The charming host is gone, replaced by something ancient and monstrous. The other guests, jolted by Yuki's shout, begin to stir from their trance. Max blinks, confused. Charles and Trix look around, disoriented. Bryn, seeing Victor's true face, instinctively reaches for his duffel bag, remembering the axe. "You dare defy me?" Yuki takes a fighting stance, her eyes fixed on Victor. Fade to black. End of episode 1.